37 of 6 and I'm currently at Kavra as well. I'm going to get some tea for myself. Okay, let's go. So I ordered myself shawarma, and kidding. So now I'm currently going to Vishal for some shopping. Yeah, so I started my vlog there. But today specifically, I wanted to talk about the McLaren interview because I want to discuss the things that were asked. What were my analysis that could really help others who were not able to make it to the ground? Yeah. So guys, okay. I reached Vishal now, so yeah, I'll continue my vlog a bit if I can find a place where it is.
This is a customer announcement. Good evening, dear customers. After 50% off on electronics items, Bajaj and Precious Mixer Inter by Electronics after 50% off. Tandem Mixer rented 2003 after 50% off. Get one free. Starting start from 799.
I'm currently having some badam shake. Like shopping all that, so yeah. That's my treat. Then badam shake. So now I want some drink. And for that, yeah. Yay. Getting myself some juice. So I've ordered a vodka shake. And yeah. Okay, so let's continue the vlog. So as I told earlier that we'll be discussing about the McLaren technical interview which I had yesterday. So I conducted a self-assessment of what are the things that I feel might have gone wrong and what are things that could be required and things that I could improve upon or things that were missing. And I feel that it will help those who have like not yet given their first interviews, like really help them out. So the first thing in my self-assessment thing is the first question that I was asked. That is, tell me something about yourself. So always start with your name, then about what you're studying and the year you're in, and something that you're passionate about, and what are you looking forward to, and what is there anything that you're doing that is prominent enough, or like that is something huge. Then the second question was about the projects that you have listed on your resume. So the basic question that asked was, what was your role in the project? What did you work on specifically? Like if it was a group project that you worked on, what was your role? What was your contribution to the project? Then they also ask about how the work that was assigned to you carried out by you. So you need to know exactly what you did, even though it's mentioned in the resume, like you did this and that, but you need to know how you did it. Even if you did it with the assistance of tools like AI, but you do not understand how it actually works, I think that's a trap. Also, try to prepare these answers prior because it might you might just be there sitting and thinking the answers. So do not speak too fast or start thinking on spot, and do not use a lot of filler words. Also, make sure that whatever things I mentioned in your resume, try to ensure that you know everything about them. Do not mention anything you're not sure that you can talk about, and also try to keep it up to date with all the things that might be required. Then the third thing they tested was, after all these questions, they test your out of the box thinking skills. So you will be given a problem and you will be tested in how you can solve the problem in unconventional ways. One the question that I was asked, I can tell you, is it was an array based problem which was having three elements, and it only consisted of three elements like 0, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So only those three digits will be there. You have to sort the array without using any sorting algorithm. So that was the challenge that I was given. At first, even I was very shocked, like, what kind of question is this? I asked if I can use any kind of inbuilt method, but I was not allowed to. So I had to really scratch my head and try to figure out what I could use. At first, what I thought, I did end up solving it, but then I think I used the wrong thing. To sort an array like that, what I decided was figure out which is the minimum element. When in fact, when the interview was over, I just sat and like reflected on it, and I realized it was not a minimum element, it would be the maximum element. So if I'm using Python, I would first find the maximum element in the first iteration, and using that maximum element, and I would also use another variable that would hold the position of the last index. That last index will be the variable would hold the position of the last index, since I would start arranging maximum the elements having that maximum value from the start, from the end. We need the index of the elements that are having that maximum value. So whatever elements were having that maximum value, they will be shifted towards the end. Then the maximum element next maximum element will be calculated from the start till the index of the previous maximum element. Suppose there was 0, 1, 2, and there were 3 2s, and there were 3 1s and 3 zeros. So the 2s are sorted and all the 2s are towards the end. So in these 9 elements, so index 8, 7 and 6 will be occupied. So the pointer will now be sitting at index number 5, or it will be at index number 6, but we'll look for the next highest element from 0 to 5. So how to like be prepared for such questions? So try solving a problem you know how to solve in multiple ways, and forcing yourself to think of new ways to solve it, like keeping old way of thinking aside. Another thing that is really required is being thorough in at least one language properly. So like know everything about that language, and know how to solve a particular problem using core logic without using a lot of built-in methods, because they don't really entertain that. Also revise your core DSA concepts your DBMS concepts and basic CN concepts. Next question that is really asked is, do you have any questions? So ask questions in such a way that shows that you're interested in being a part of the company without showing that you do not know about the company or being intrusive. Also go through the website and try to connect to some person from that company, like through LinkedIn, and try to get some good insights about what the company actually does and avoid asking questions that look irrelevant and you in a bad picture. Also assess if you have what the company needs and can you build those skills over time. Next, I would suggest a couple of resources that I've researched is Win Gang's communication and public speaking tips for building upon communication skills. Then watching complete DS course from Shida Didi, that is there on Apna College channel. Also practice one question on lead code simultaneously every day, like after learning the concept. Also refresh your DBMS and MySQL concepts again from Shida Didi, I would say. For CN concepts, you can refer to Kunal Kushwaha's lecture. Also practice common interview questions and don't think them on spot in front of the interviewer. And whatever is mentioned in the CV, make sure you know about it in depth. Okay, so with that, I end all the analysis, and I really hope that you guys are able to correct your next interview. With that, I end day 37 of 2026.